Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me, per usual, is my co-host, Joel Meyer. Also got Catfish Dilly here with us now, and we should have Archer joining us in a little bit. Full house here on the HGP. How are we doing today, boys?
Doing all right, I guess. Once again, much like last week, recuperating after a tough night. Team Canada losing to the Czechs in the semifinals. Embarrassing. We'll get into that. Yeah, a lot like that show after Georgia lost. Yeah, tough beat there. And that fucking the Ravens missing an easy field goal right after that was soul crushing, money crushing. Good thing for Dilly though. He's a Steelers fan. I was hating him at the time, but whatever. Money goes away. That moment doesn't. So good for you, Dilly, getting into the playoffs where you'll be smoked by the Texans in the first round. But hey, at least you got a chip in a chair, as they say. So yeah, I'm doing okay, recovering. Thankfully, bet a ton on the over to this Canadian-Finland game, which we'll be watching here. Already cashed in the second period, so we're all good now. We're all good. We're surviving. We're healing, so to speak. But how are you guys doing?
I'm doing good. Not much change for me. You pretty much summed it up. Steelers won the division here, so it's just life is good.
We have Grumpy Archer here. Is here. He's trying to show
a hooded and a hat.
Yeah, indoor hooded hat kind of night day. Get the darkness surrounding me.
Look.
Just we're locked in for the pod. That's what they say.
That is what they say. Getting locked in here. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, big Flyers win against Edmonton Saturday when we had what's his face in the chat saying easy Oilers win, and Flyers Denver Barkey gets his first goal. Porter Martone lighting it up for Team Canada. So
he was also saying Moneyball bet on the Canes to beat the Avs. So we both shut him up there.
that is true. There, yeah. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on YouTube. That's where we go live. That's where you can join the fun in the chat. Got Smitty there in the chat currently. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to anyone leaving a 5-star rating and review. Don't think we've received one of them in a while, so that would be nice to receive on Apple Podcast to start the new year here. And of course, make sure you check out the SGPN app for all of our free picks and podcasts for every sport across the entire network here. Let's get into those puck bucket bets here from Saturday. I went 8-6, up 61.93. Joel went 9-7, up 32.53, and the guest went negative 24 puck bucks there on a 2-4 day for the guest there. So not a good first showing there for Dilly.
No, not at all.
You have any thoughts on any of those? Let you go first.
Yeah, I thought I did better than that.
I mean, the intern could have miscalculated that if you want to double check on him.
No, I can't read that.
Sabres lost, Oilers lost, Lightning did cover.
And Habs. Did I have Habs in there or no?
No,
I can't remember. Yeah.
Chicago, Washington over 6. I mean, I don't think anyone saw a 3-2 shootout win for Chicago coming there.
Yeah, that one was bad.
I swear they had the -1.5.
Yeah, I had the Blackhawks team totals. That did turn out well for me. Oh, I have a note on mine. I realized after the fact that you guys were yelling at me because I had the odds wrong for the Lightning team total. I was quoting the Sharks team total, so put a little asterisk there and change the odds. Still a win. Still an easy win there for the Lightning. 7-3 over the Sharks.
Yeah, go back to Saturday here, looking over these games. Saturdays are usually a blur these days. Well, every Saturday is really for me. But Lightning dominated the Sharks there, 7-3, as you mentioned. It was nice. Oh, yeah. Well, we can just go into my two favorite bets of the day. It didn't turn out too well. Canadians and the over lost 2-0. I have no idea what the hell the Cavs are doing. Blues on a back-to-back. I'm not sure how that happened. I didn't have too much attention paid to that one. I did have a lot of attention paid to the Bruins and the Canucks late. Had a lot on the Bruins and a lot on the over. The over wasn't really close. I think it was 3-2. Was it a shootout win for the Bruins? I was
overtime
by this time.
Fraser Minton with
right.
Opening goal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. BC boy Fraser Minton suitably does it against the Canucks. I think he had 2 goals in that game.
He did. He had the first goal and last goal.
Yeah, so that saved me a lot there with the Bees. But still a positive day overall. Could have been better there if the Habs showed up against the lousy Blues team they just beat the Knights, and then they showed up back at home to beat the Habs there. I don't know. But on the Avalanche, Hurricanes, nice double there. Money line and the over. I did see a little bit of that 1-5-3 win for the Avs.
Well, that's when the Hurricanes were winning, and Dilly was like, "Oh, counting out the Canes in the group chat." And I was like, it was like 3-1. I'm like, Avs are winning this game. Like Avs are winning this game. Like their third period goal differential is like it's like 60-30, 59-21 in the third period for the Avs. It's just insane.
They just hold their opponents like scoreless first.
We get better period over period, right?
Yeah.
Kind of start out slow first period, second period better, third period best. And Avs, McKinnon there, another goal and 3 assists, I think, in that one. And he is now like a minus 300 favorite there to win the Hart with the Oilers really slowing down. That was another loss. I had the Oilers to win by margin against your Flyers. Not so good. At least the over came through in the end. I was live betting that too. Thankfully, most of them came up. I think I had it over 7.5 at one point, but that one did not hit. But overall, that was okay. Good fun day on Saturday.
Yeah, good. You got the Blue Jackets there. Big win for Bull Jacks. He was at the game there. Buffalo. Dilly and I both had the Sabres. Went over most of them there. So Wild in LA could not get the win. I do like the Wild tonight though in LA. I don't think the Kings can beat them twice, but we will not be discussing that here. We're discussing the big 10-game slate on Tuesday, January 6th. Anything you want to touch on here before we get into that?
Well, can I do my eulogy now?
Please do.
Okay, well, we gotta pull one out there for Team Canada. Yet another disappointing effort, losing to the Czechs 3 years in a row. Potentially losing or not winning a medal for 3 years in a row for the first time since the mid '80s. But up 5-3 against the Finns, so maybe that won't happen. It was a tough showing. There's no connectivity in the team. Goaltending was average, but that's not the fault. That's not the main fault anyway of this team. There's like on paper they should be fucking killing it. Think of all these first rounders, and they dominate the weak teams. But when the team shows up with spirit, with heart, with connectivity, with effort, that's what the Czechs had. They were the ones blocking shots, not the Canadians. They were the ones putting their bodies on the line, and they killed it 5-on-5. The Canadians relied on their power play to score their goals. And that's not what you want in a contender. So we have another upset there. It's similar to the college football thing I was talking about last week, where the lesser teams, so to speak, are catching up to the big ones, and got to pay attention to that going forward. That said, we did bet a lot more Canadians to win the Olympics. So there's that. And one final thing here. I don't think Gavin McKenna is going first overall. And you can get him at a big dog price to not go first overall. Ivar Stenberg has totally outplayed him in this tournament. I know this is just one sample in a long line of things to go into drafting somebody, but Stenberg looks like mini Barkov out there. He's a far more mature player. McKenna, I could see why those draft nicks were calling him like just a perimeter player, like a lot of scale, very inconsistent. Doesn't really meet the moment. I don't watch a ton of Penn State, so this is really my first time really diving into how he's playing. But I could certainly see where the draft guys are going now in terms of doubting his potential there to be a dominant player. Like Bedard was dominant, so Brittany was dominant. I didn't see the same level of dominance from McKenna, and Ivar Stenberg thoroughly outperformed him in this tournament. So, I think that's your favorite going into into the draft. Still half a year away. Plenty of things can change, but they're taking pretty good limits considering the market for this time of year. So I certainly like a bet on fading McKenna there to go first overall.
I didn't realize Stenberg is in the SHL. He has 24 points in 25 games. He's an 18-year-old playing in one of the top 5 pro leagues in the world. Like that's big.
Third.
That's big.
Or maybe 4th. KHL is still a mystery.
Well, yeah, and it's tough to put where, like, is the AHL second or is it?
I think so. There's too many NHLers.
Yeah,
NHLers.
it just go down
like
there.
KHL is like better superstars, but AHL is more consistent talent along the line.
Yeah, team wise and all that good stuff. So yeah. Pouring out for Team Canada there at the World Juniors. Joel was on him, I was on him. Hopefully they don't do the same thing at the Olympics, unless it's America, I guess. But we'll touch on Olympics at a future show. Hopefully this week.
Last thing.
Can't let it get too cold. Yeah,
your guy Porter Martone. I knew we were fucked. And he scored with like a couple minutes left to tie the game. This is our house. I'm like, oh no. Sure enough, the Czechs took back the lead a minute later. I know he's just a kid. It's in the heat of the moment and all, but man, you can't say that when you just tie a game after being outperformed the whole game. That was rough, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. I thought you were gonna praise him for looking like a player out there. Like he's
good. He's a good player. I just didn't like what he said there.
Oh yeah, the whole team. It just seems like
like fucking Czechs, man. It's not like I'm beating the Americans here.
Yeah, you're not beating the Americans in America. Like you're beating the Czechs in America. It just seems like the whole Canadian team. They're just, I don't know if it's like entitled. They think like, okay, we're gonna win no matter what. Like that seems like what.
That was my logic. Okay, boys, you lost the 2 prior years in the quarterfinals. You're not the shit anymore. You got to prove yourselves, and they did not.
Yeah, and I don't know how it works in Czechia, but like I know like the U.S. team like plays together growing up. I know they do in Canada too, but like I imagine other countries they play together like months in advance of the tournament. And
to be fair, I mean we're missing Celebrini. You could play in there. Schaefer could play in this tournament. So
that's
always the excuse for the
Canadians. That is true there. That is true there. All right, let's get into this 10-game slate on Tuesday, January 6th. Starting things off here at 7 p.m. with my Philadelphia Flyers. Got the Anaheim Ducks plus 130 at the Philadelphia Flyers minus 155. Over 5.5 minus 135. Under 5.5 plus 114. Absolutely love the Philadelphia Flyers in this game. First game back after a long road trip out west, so that could be tough for them. But Ducks playing tonight in Washington. Ducks just have not been good recently. Lost 5-6 in a row. I'm not sure exactly. Don't have that in front of me, but huge game here in Philadelphia with Cutter Gauthier coming to Philadelphia where he did not want to play. Last year, it was the loudest I've heard the arena since they made the playoffs. Like it's going to be loud in there again on Tuesday. I could see the Ducks, starting off hot because the team that played the night before usually is better in the first period than the rusty team. But yeah, Ducks 5 losses in a row, 7 other past 8. Back-to-back here. Neither goalie has been great for them. I think they have a few injuries as well. But Frank Vetrano out here. So yeah, Flyers minus 155. 45 puck bucks on that, honestly. But that's one of my biggest plays so far. The total, I'd probably go with the over, but not laying that minus 135. So this could be my fly guys there, minus 155.
Well, I can tell you right now, my biggest bet of the slate is on this game, but it's not on the Flyers. It's not on the Ducks. It is on that over. I mean, it's a flat 6 in most places, but DraftKings here is giving you the 5.5. Whatever. We'll deal with that line. Give me 40 puck bucks on the over 5.5. I think we'll see a ton of goals. I have no idea why this isn't 6.5 flat. I mean, even that, I think I would still take the over. I don't understand. Like, what are the bookies saying? Where they don't think that these Ducks games are going over? Like, the chances all over the place. So it's not like they're these games going over are flukes. The goaltending has gone down. Distel's not nearly as good as he was, and I guess it'd be Mrazek maybe for this one. Who's confirmed for tonight? Do you know?
I'm looking right now.
It doesn't matter. But
it's Mrazek tonight, so it's the quote unquote better goalie tomorrow. But
he's still better, but he's not as good. He's not playing as well as he was to begin the season. So yeah, absolutely love the over. No real feel for the side. We'll see what happens tonight, kind of thing with the Ducks and the Caps. But yeah, give me 40 puck bucks on the over.
All right.
I don't really have much for this game. I will defer to Catfish, who I know has much more of an opinion, so I will pass.
Yeah, I don't have much more of an opinion, but this is a weird spot here for both teams because the Ducks are on the back-to-back and the Flyers are indeed a Malinsky special. So
They've
it's
had more than one day off though. They've had 2 days off.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Today's the 5th, but still, I mean, that's was it more than 5 games on the road in a row?
It was it was 4 after Christmas and all the way out west. So big time zone.
You're right. You're
Big
right.
time zone.
I didn't look at that, but still, tough spot. I do think the Flyers are the better team. I am going to probably bet the Flyers here in this spot, but I'm going to kind of like wait and see what this line does because I don't think it's going to just drastically move here. So I'll be betting the Flyers, but I'm going to wait and see what it does. I'd like to get it better than a -155.
Well, can I offer you the Flyers to win from behind plus 250? The Flyers are one of the best comeback teams in the league this season.
You absolutely could offer me that. Yes.
I think that's a good angle there.
The Ducks are on a back-to-back too, so I'm not sure why you're concerned about not betting now. I don't.
Yeah, if you're betting the Flyers, bet them now. This is going to go
so.
At least -175,
even with the style in that tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought I saw on some a couple books it soft openers. I know it it is, but
150 is
I'm
the
gonna
best
wait.
out there. Yeah,
I'm gonna wait. I'm not rushing. I'll let you go mega whale on this, and I will just wait.
All right. Also going to throw out Ducks to win first period, Flyers to win in regulation is 12-1 here on DraftKings. That feels like it could be more
12-1.
12-1 for the team that played last night to win, go up early, then the team with rest, win it in the second and third. Like I feel like that's very possible.
Good look, I think.
Yeah, that's virtually almost to come behind. Just Ducks score first.
Yeah, well then the Ducks have to win the first period too. So it's
it was win.
Yeah,
okay, I see. Yeah.
Another good look is Kalshi. We just partnered up with Kalshi, a real money prediction market legal in all 50 states. In all 50 states, you can trade tons of markets in sports. You got football, hockey, basketball, and more. You can trade props. Also have politics, entertainment, and the weather. New Kalshi customers can get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, KALSHI, promo code SGPN. And of course, Underdog is your home for pick'em entries, where you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. Underdog has you covered this holiday season with Underdog Unwrapped. You unwrap tons of promos all throughout the holidays. Underdog has a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with code HGP. All right, still here at 7 p.m. Got the Colorado Avalanche, -125 at the Tampa Bay Lightning, +105. Under 6.5, -120. Over 6.5, +100. Joel, what do you got?
This is another one of those half Malinskis. The Lightning just coming back from the West Coast, but they do have a couple days off. The Avalanche have been chilling in Florida now after losing 2-1 to the Panthers. Fortunately, we dodged a significant crisis with the Landeskog crashing into the post. You're immediately concerned about his knee after missing 2 years with that bullshit, and thankfully, I mean, not thankfully, but it's probably a broken rib. That's what it sounds like. McKinnon was saying it's easier for bones to heal than ligaments, and so hopefully he rests up, gets better. I want to say too, like nobody outside of the small Colorado media are talking about how the Avalanche resurgence here this year is in large part due to Landeskog being around the team, like just that qualitative effect of having the captain around, his major voice in the locker room. Just the vibes are better. Of course, the Avalanche more balanced. They got more depth and all that. All the hockey reasons for how they're superior this year. Goaltending a lot better. But there's also the effect of having the captain back. It's just really rejuvenated this team and really inspired this run. So, I haven't seen that take it all in the national media at all. So I just want to put that out there. But yeah, for this game, just losing the captain, letting it come back from home. I think you got to go back with the Avalanche. They lost they're only their third regulation loss on Sunday. And yeah, Avalanche here, still a much better team than the Lightning. I know we're high on the Lightning as a podcast, but we're also high on the Avalanche. And that's just too long of a price there to miss on the Avs. So give us 20 bucks on the Avalanche to win this game. If I had to take a total, it would be the over. Thinking we see a lot of firepower on display here, and yeah, but I'll just stick with the Avs money line.
Yeah, I kind of like the Lightning here. Third game in 4 nights for the Avs. Having to play Wedgwood more because you lost Blackwood. No, I think Devon Tays might miss this game too because he missed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He also is a little injured. So you're missing some key guys in Landeskog, Blackwood, and Tays. So I like to think that the Avs are going to be a little bit tired here too. After that big injury, going to be feeling a little down. I would only look to the Lightning here. At plus money, I think it's a great bet. I feel like this should be close to a pick 'em at this point, especially considering those injuries, how important they are to the team. I understand, McKinnon and Makar are just so good, but it's the middle of the season. Starting to get wear and tear, and this is probably where the adversity starts to hit the Avs here. So I think it'll continue. I'll take Lightning here.
That would make sense because it's right after I bet the Avs to break the
right. I was gonna
at the shorter price, like
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm with Joel here. I do like the Avs. I think this is another possible Stanley Cup final matchup here. The more probable of the two.
Yes.
Yeah. So I do too. I really do. I mean, like Ryan said,
2022 rematch.
I almost gave up hope on the Avs. Ryan may have stretched the truth a little bit. I didn't just come out and say they're done, but I may have somewhat lost hope. I wouldn't have if it was the Penguins, though. But this is another game I do like the come from behind play. I did look at this plus 260 for the Avs, and if you do like Tampa, like Arch, plus 285 for the Tampa on that. I mean, you're virtually betting on a side and a lead change at that point.
Actually, one quick thing: Tampa Bay is one of the highest scoring first period teams, and I know Joel likes to bring up the Avs are kind of slower in the first period, so that kind of goes in tandem. If you think the Avs are going to win from behind, it's probably a good bet.
Absolutely. I love it. But with that being said, I would like to put 15 puck bucks on the Avs at the current odds.
Are we allowing that? We haven't discussed how we're doing the two guests and the guest there. I figured you two would just wash each other out though, because Archer.
Let Catfish do it.
Archer didn't say
if you were on
puck bucks.
Well, if you were on by yourself, Arch, would you be taking the Lightning? You probably would.
I probably would.
You probably would.
All right, then I agree. Then it'll wash. Yeah, we can.
Just use your consensus players for puck bucks.
Right.
If you don't have anything, then no puck bucks.
Yeah, and then if somehow we have 3 guests, it's two against 1. We got 5 people on the show. I like the Lightning here. Just think it should be more of a pick 'em. Archer covered really most of those points there. 3rd game in 4 nights for the Avs. Wedgwood has yet to start 3 games in 4 nights, so they might go to. Was Trent Miner still the backup there?
Yep.
I thought I saw that Blackwood was.
He didn't play on the back-to-back either.
No, exactly. So they'd probably just keep rolling with Wedgwood.
I don't know.
I thought I saw somewhere that he could be back. I'm gonna check real quick.
I wouldn't trust injured Blackwood then. Still, even if they do rush him back like that.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Yeah. Lightning plus 105 here. I think they do end up probably minus 110 or favored in this one. 15 puck bucks on the Lightning. As for the total, I could see a goalie game here if Wedgwood does start and he doesn't really show wear and tear against Vasilevsky, but I'm just going with the Lightning here. Okay, down to 7 o'clock again. Got the Vancouver Canucks plus 154 at the Buffalo Sabres minus 185. Under 6.5 minus 135. Over 6.5 plus 114. Joel, right back to you.
Yeah, Sabres finally at their run end, and usually when they see these streaks, bounce back right away when they see these winning streaks end, and it takes a little bit to get your game back. And the Canucks, I know they're a depleted team, losing Hughes, a couple guys through injury, Garland and Rossi. I don't expect them to play for a couple games, and they are somehow the Canucks have the best road record in the Pacific Division. I don't know how that's possible. They must be absolute shite at home, but that is a fact. And first game of a road trip. I got to go with the Canucks here. I do expect them to fall off at some point, but at plus 154, we got to go with the team who've been very competitive, and that still we talk about the vibes with this team since the Canucks traded Quinn Hughes, and there's certainly a lot more jump around the locker room, a lot less pressure now. There's none of that noise is filtering through. Will they trade him? Will they won't? And so we'll go with the Canucks here. 15 puck box at plus 154. If I had to take us, actually, give us 10 puck bucks on the over as well. I don't know. The Canucks defense is pretty shite. I know Demko has been really good this season, but I still think that both defenses are highly susceptible to giving up a lot of chances. So, bigger bet on the side, but a little bet on the over as well.
Yeah, I don't really have too much of an opinion for this game. Whether it's Demko, I feel like the under is the correct bet in my opinion, though. If it's UPL versus Demko, I feel like both of those will just be like kind of a pseudo goalie game. Both are good, playing great. But as for the side, I got nothing really. I don't really trust the Sabres, don't really trust the Canucks, and I don't really want to put my money on either of them at this point.
Yep, I couldn't agree more with Archer there. I have really nothing for this. I do think I read that Jason Zucker is expected to return for Buffalo. Do with that as you will, but there's a pass game for me.
Yeah, I'm just taking the Canucks here, plus 154, 10 puck bucks. Joel covered it. Like I don't think the Sabres should be this big of favorites. Buffalo now has the pressure on them when Vancouver doesn't, because GM change, losing streak will probably lead to some sort of changes or trade rumors and whatnot here. And Vancouver, Buffalo shouldn't be minus 185 really against many teams at all. So Canucks, they've been in games recently, back-to-back overtime and shootout losses. So maybe a draw play here as well. But Canucks plus 154 for 10 puck bucks.
I have a tip for Archer, though. If you're going to pass on the game, but you just bet a team's point total under, that's what you talk about. So you bet the Sabres or to miss the playoffs, right?
I bet both unders, so I don't really have an opinion on either. I don't want to put
then talk about why you bet them.
You're like, I don't have anything for this game, but I just faded these teams in future-wise, and this is why.
Yeah.
Oh, in my opinion, from what I'm reading the tea leaves, just from Friedman's 32 Thoughts, both teams are kind of pseudo sellers. I know the Canucks are more of a seller because they're more of the seller of the.
We already are seller. We're the ultimate seller.
So keep your Schiefer, or whatever his name is.
Schiefer Kerwood.
Yeah, I couldn't say it, but that's a big. That's a big move because he's a pretty good depthy forward that can move up and down the lineup, that can check. That's pretty important to the Canucks. That's one player. There's some more. And then Sabres, too. I know Kevin Adams said that no one's really safe, so you got to play. But, skid is always you win 10, you could always lose 10, It doesn't take much. So I think as this month goes on, I think both these teams, if they start losing more, you start saying because there's the trade freeze before the Olympics is 1 month. So I've heard that might be another pseudo trade deadline sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So I would keep an eye out for those sort of teams. But again,
we did see a few trades before the roster freeze at the holiday break. So Canucks point total still 77.5. We took that when the trade happened. They've won some games since then, but I still think they're not a good team overall. And Sabres, they're not making the playoffs. They're just not.
Yeah, I think it's peak price, pretty much selling high on the Sabres at this point. It's a tight East, so pretty good numbers, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I bet a lot of Senators to make the playoffs. It's sort of gone back and forth since I bet that. I bet more when they're an underdog. So that's basically my way of fading the Sabres. But I can't argue with betting them to miss either.
Yeah, that's an angle you can do to just pick one of the horses in the Atlantic that's not Tampa Bay or I guess Detroit, but I could see Detroit fading.
Montreal.
Yeah, Montreal. Yeah, pick one of those guys and just load it up on it. Okay, down to 7 o'clock again here. Got the Dallas Stars plus 110 at the Carolina Hurricanes minus 130, under 6.5 minus 120, over 6.5 plus 100. A dilly. Could this potentially be a Stanley Cup final matchup?
I don't think so. I think the Avs are the only team that's going to leave the West. I mean, potentially, yes, potentially, but like a more or less 2%. Those kind of like, when you look at those charts there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I
The
like
old
the
money
Canes
puck?
here.
The
Right,
wheel?
right,
The
something like
Wheel,
that.
yeah.
The wheel of Stanley Cup fortune?
Yeah, so I do. I like the Canes here. So Stars will be without Jamie Benn. Not you know not a great piece there to be missing, but nonetheless, Stars are second worst, and Fenwick 4/60 at 34.94%. And the Canes are superior at limiting opponents to shots with a league best 35.58% Fenwick against percent. So I do think Stars are a much better team here. And I like the minus 130. I mean, sorry, the Hurricanes are the much better team. And I do like the Hurricanes on the money line at home. I like betting these juggernaut teams as short favorites, especially at home.
Dilly, when you say per 60s, that's not a percentage. That's just how many whatever per 60, just for future
Oh,
reference.
right. I said percentage. Right.
Good info though.
Yeah.
Good. I like
Yes.
I like the underlying metrics there.
Sorry. Yep. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the opposite way. I won't say I would bet this. I would say I would bet the Stars. I won't right now because they're not playing good. They're actually hitting their wall too right now. They're a little adversity skid themselves. I don't think Carolina was extremely lucky to win that last game against the Devils. I took 2 Luke Hughes own goals to really put them over the edge, so I don't really want to put any stock into the Carolina Hurricanes. They're also playing bad. I feel like this should be closer to pick 'em. So if I was forced to, gun to my head, I would take the Stars just to maybe get some good value on it. But neither team's playing good, so nothing too strong for me.
No, nothing too strong on the side either for myself, but we will go back to the well with the Hurricanes over. Give us that over 6.5 at even money. Both teams struggled defensively lately, well, at least by the Hurricane standards. And yeah, goaltending is been an issue for both sides. I would say, yeah, Stars have been losing to some bad teams lately, and you think that they get back on track at some point, but that's a tough team to do it against in Raleigh. So yeah, I'll just go with the over there. $20 over 6.5. Let's get some goals.
I don't have much to add. I mean, everything that's been said has been good, but I think the Stars plus 110 here. I mean, Archer brought up how Carolina shouldn't have won last game. They blew a lead against the Avalanche. Third game in 4 nights for Carolina. They were home, then went to New Jersey, back home. So some travel there. I think Jamie Benn going down, like Dilly said, not a huge piece there.
He's their captain though.
He's their captain, but like he's a third line player at this point. Just $15 here on the Stars, plus 110. Do think they're the better team, and maybe they'll finally play up to their competition after losing 5 straight to some pretty bad teams there.
Are they in a 5-game losing streak?
5-game losing streak for the Stars are. Yeah, I mean 3 of them passed regulation, but 2 of them were to the Blackhawks. Like so, it's been bad. Bad things done there in Dallas. Okay, 7:30 here. Got the New Jersey Devils minus 125 at the New York Islanders plus 105. Under 5.5 minus 112. Over 5.5 minus 108. Archer, how about that Matthew Schaefer goal against the Knicks?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Fucking great, man. You mean like I listened to 32 thoughts, they were in the building, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But like the energy in the building when he just took over like that third period and overtime, basically just like electric. So, like I think he said it hasn't probably sounded like that at all. Like the energy that he brings to the team is just something else. And I think Roy is doing a great job in encapsulating that.
Patrick Waugh, man, come on.
I'm tired. Leave me alone. Anyways, saw some behind the scenes talking about just the next man up, and that's been the whole mentality of the Isles. Just adversity this entire season. They've kept on. I think they keep on here. They're a good division record versus Devils have a terrible one. I like it at plus money. Isles pretty confident. Should be Sorokin's first start since being injured. Irritated something from a couple of years ago. And then you have Schaefer's like day to day because of he's got the flu right now, so he's like a game time decision tomorrow. So keep an eye on that too. But still like the Isles to probably grease one out here, as I like to recently.
Schaefer's back hurts, I heard, from putting the team on his back. It's nice.
That was a great fucking performance. Great fucking goal.
Dilly.
Yeah, so this is unfortunately going to be a pass game for me. I wish I could take the Islanders with Arch so we could get some puck bucks in there, but I think this is a game that if you want to put something down, the draw is definitely in play for these two teams. One of the two games they played already went to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is a pass game for me.
Yeah, not too much on it myself. The Schaefer thing is massive in terms of his availability for this game and betting the Islanders, but I can only go that way. I know the Devil's been picking up a little bit of steam since Jack Hughes has been back, but still struggling to score. And for that reason, under 5.5 there seems to be the way I would look. Is Sorokin back yet?
Yes, confirmed.
Yes. Yep.
Excellent. So give me 15 puck bucks on the under 5.5. Devils unders have been very good the past few weeks, actually all season more or less. But yeah, even at this low total, I do like there to be fewer than 6 goals. But if I had a bigger side, it would be the Isles as well. But we'll just go with the under for now.
Yeah, I got plays here on the Isles plus 105 for 20 puck bucks and the under 5.5 minus 112 for 20 puck bucks there. I was unaware of the Schaefer illness situation here, but I imagine
he was sick for the
he'll play.
game
He was
too.
He was sick for the last game too. He was that's when he's at his best. He should just be sick for every game. Just give this guy.
Well, his mom gives him the energy, you know. That's what he said. You know.
Did the Leafs give him the sickness? They were in town on Saturday. Got that old Leafs flu.
Possible, yeah. The Devils, they haven't been as good as I thought they would since Jack Hughes has come back. 0 for 5 on the power play there against the Hurricanes, I'm seeing, which is a bit curious. Wonder if Hughes rushed back or is still bothered by that hand injury. I did see the Devils like photoshopped his hand out of some picture of him entering the arena like last week or something.
He's wearing a brace under his hand still.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense. But love the
under the glove. I mean,
love the under. Both teams have been great under teams this season and as of late. So under 5.5 minus 112. I don't know if Sorokin just hasn't been confirmed yet for tomorrow, and that's why it's still so high. But yeah, also as Dilly said, first 2 games this year, 2-1 and 3-2. So should be a nice boring game here on Long Island. We are brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. At Novig, you're getting the best prices. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. And Rhythm has crushed NFL this season, especially on props. Been really good at identifying when to fade players and take those unders. Got college basketball up and running as well. Run predictions off the house model or make your own and play with the sliders. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25 here. All right, we are going to go down to 7:30, but my co-hosts and guests are not back to their. Oh, Sean's there. Sean's just like.
Oh, thank you. I get it. I'm short, I disappeared. I get it. Yeah. I've been here the entire time.
Your white hat, like it blends in with the door behind you, and like you got a dark hoodie on. I think it's like a chair.
Yeah.
Dilly's back now. We can go down to 7:30 here. Florida Panthers minus 125 at those Toronto Maple Leafs plus 105. Over 5.5 minus 130. Under 5.5 plus 110. Dilly, you're from Florida. What do you think about this one?
I knew you were gonna send it to the Florida man and hit me with some Florida man stuff here. So yeah, I absolutely love the Panthers here. So I bet them already. One of the few bets I've already made. You got the Leafs are the second worst. I can't. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't even read what I wrote down. Let me look. Yeah, Panthers. I'm so sorry. Panthers are the much better team here, I think. Leafs are, I believe, are they without Matthews? Right? They are no Austin
No, he's
Matthews
Matthews.
is back,
I
but
mean, no Willie. Yeah,
no
no,
Willie.
no.
They got
Right.
no Willie.
No Willie. They got no Willie there in Toronto. Uh, if it wasn't for Toronto's goaltending, they'd be absolutely horrible. And their goaltending still really is horrible. The Florida Panthers played a really good game against the Avalanche the other night. I think the Avs were on a back-to-back in that game, but nonetheless, Panthers are a good team. They're trying to keep their spot up in the playoffs here. I think they're in the playoffs, right?
Nope, more one
Who
spot back.
knows? It depends by points or point
Yeah.
percentage or
It's
whatever.
very close. All
it's
of
a
them are at the
mess.
clusterfuck.
It's a
Yeah,
mess.
they are back. Archer's right. Yeah, they're 1 point back. So they're trying to get up there. I mean, it's tight in the East. So teams are trying to scrape up wins. I think Panthers at home, cheap -125.
Panthers are
I
on the
love
road.
it. Oh, wait. Sorry. Yeah.
Billy's
that's
still
what I meant.
drunk from celebrating the Steelers last night.
No, I definitely am drunk. Yes. Yeah, I'm drunk.
Yeah. Both these teams don't really have good division records. Panthers are a little bit better on the road now after a slow start to the year. Toronto's pretty elite at home, but I don't really have a big play for this game. Don't love the Leafs without William Nylander. That's a big playmaker forward to have at Matthew's side. Kind of hurts our whole offense. I'd actually only probably maybe to look to the under, but Bob is also ass, so I really don't have a big strong play in this game. It's a greasy game.
Yeah, the thing hasn't meant a whole lot because since Austin Matthews come back, he's been absolutely killing it. Got a hat trick on New Year's Day, I believe, another couple of goals against the Islanders, and they almost scored the OT winner if you hit the post, I think, or something there. And so he looks much more like himself lately, and which is good timing, right when the American rosters are confirmed. So there's some conspiracy theorists out there in Toronto saying that he's been just cruising along for the Leafs, just making sure he's healthy, right? Make sure he's fit to play for the Americans, his real love. But that's how the Leafs do things. Yeah, Panthers much better team. I know Leafs playing a lot better now, but they still have so many issues, and the goaltending has gone down. Since earlier in the season, where literally all they had was goaltending. Joseph Wall's been a mixed bag. He's still a third stringer despite putting in a couple of good performances in relief of Stolarz and Wool. Yeah, I still think Panthers are the side here, even after a big win against the Avs. Going up to Toronto, good rivalry game here by now. Give us $20 on the Panthers. Still not believing in this Leafs team, even though Austin Matthews has shown a lot of life lately, which I was pondering. I didn't want to do it. I was pondering with the Leafs point total over 88.5, make the playoffs almost 3-1 now. There's a bunch of crud ahead of the Leafs in terms of making the playoffs. So if they could find it, if Austin Matthews finds this game, William Nylander comes back, Joseph Wall finds his form again. I know they have no defense. That's the issue. Like Morgan Riley sucks. Chris Tanev is hurt yet again with a different issue than
I think it's Jake McCabe too is injured, right?
Jake McCabe's out, so yeah.
Is he out as well? Oh, okay, well that makes even like the Panthers even better. But yeah, that was just something to ponder. I haven't done it myself. I don't want to cheer for the Leafs, but I think that number is still a touch log for them to make the playoffs. And the point total 8.5 is interesting as well, but nothing bet in that respect. But I will bet the Panthers in this one. So yeah, give me $20 on the Panthers money line. If I had to take a total, it'd be the over, but nothing there yet.
Yeah, I got nothing. I would take the Leafs just because they're better at home and Florida's worse on the road and they're plus money. And I would take the over because they both trend to the over, but Florida is not scoring. By having a bunch of crud in front of them, Joel, do you mean like their schedule? Is that what you meant by that?
I think a bunch of teams.
No, they have a very tough schedule. They've played shit so far.
Well, the remaining schedule strength on Tankathon is the fourth easiest, it looks like. Or no, it's the fourth hardest. It's the fourth
hardest. There you go.
That was backwards.
So. Plus a lot of the road games because they've been at home like the whole season. Have they even gone out west yet? It seems like they've been playing the same time zone the whole fucking season.
Yeah, I don't think we've had many Leafs games out west yet. No, they haven't. They haven't gone out west yet.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Maybe Austin Matthews is just trying to get better and force a trade out of Toronto. You never know.
Yeah, feed into the Toronto fan base.
All right, down to 8 p.m. here. Got the Vegas Golden Knights -115. At the Winnipeg Jets -105. Over 5.5 -130. Under 5.5 +110. Two teams coming into this game very cold in the very cold, so cold, so boring. Winnipeg winter there. Winnipeg's lost 9 in a row. Vegas has lost 5 in a row and 8 of their past 9. Only win against San Jose at home. Only had 15 shots on Sunday in Chicago. Lost 3-2, but you got to go Vegas here at -115. Just a much better team. They haven't been great at home or on the road. 8-6-6 at home, 9-5-6 on the road. So maybe an overtime game here as well. But yeah, Vegas just much better overall team, even without Theodore. McNabb's out now week to week as well. But the Jets, I don't know what's going on up there in Winnipeg. So give me Vegas here, -115 for 23 bucks.
It's come to my attention that thanks to the Vancouver Sports Talk Radio, that every single team in the Pacific Division has a negative goal differential, which is absurd because we're halfway through the season. This is unheard of. I can never remember seeing that before, but it's truly a trash division. Clearly, the Central is the division to beat, at least in the West. But yeah, for this game, the Knights aren't as bad as been playing. At least I believe that they're not. You know, Eichel's come back and they're losing these games. Like, he's the only reason why they're in them. Like, the rest of the team is so bad. Like, without Shea Theodore, their defense is absolutely putrid. Marner has been a relatively big disappointment considering the hype that he enjoyed when he came into Vegas. Yeah, it's tough times there, considering they're supposed to be one of the Stanley Cup contenders, and we got a ton of futures on them, and it's disappointing to see that they're down to like almost a pick 'em now to win the division. I want to double down and just bet more Knights because the Oilers suck, Kings suck, everyone sucks. But do the Knights also suck? I don't know. That's what's keeping me off from doubling down. So hopefully they figure things out. But if it's one team they can do it against, it is the Jets, who are putrid themselves and another massive disappointment in the West. Yeah, even the return of Hellebuck has not solved their issues. Yeah, when's the last time they won a game? Are they still on that losing streak, or did they break that?
They won 10 games ago at home, 5-1 on December 13th.
Okay. Yeah, so come back home here. Just give me the Knights. I have to believe this team figures it out faster than the Jets do. 20 bucks on the away team at -115. And I like betting over in these Jets games because their defense is so bad, but I think the Knights just need a game where they really control things, figure things out defensively, have some average goaltending, and win this game 3-2. But I got nothing on the total. Just give me the Knights money line.
Yeah, I kind of agree with most of that. I like the Knights. I think they're a better power rated team at the end of the day. It's hard to fade Hellebuck at home, though. It's just that's his house. So I can't really take a side on the total. I just think if he just decides to, be the Hart Vezina guy that he was last year, they could easily steal this game 1-0. It's just how stupid it is. But I like Golden Knights. I would take him here. I think it's a good price to back him at. You have to believe that one of their goaltenders can figure out how to be a goalie again, not fucking Carter Hart or whatever his name is. He sucks. And Kira Schmidt is also terrible.
Maybe they'll get a Flower back. He's talking about a return.
They need Aiden Hill back, and soon.
Yes.
That's pretty important because their backup goaltending has been atrocious all season long. I think that's a big part of why they haven't been really living up to their expectations. I did take their over point total. I think they get to 100 at the end of the day. I have a hard time seeing them not, truthfully, even though the division may suck, but they're the Golden Knights. They're going to be the cream of the crown, the crown of the team. They're not going to fall out of it below that. That'd be craziness. I just don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whether or not this was a soft or a hard opening, when I saw this line opening, got me hard.
A hard opening?
What do you mean by
that? Oh, yeah.
What a hard opening is.
Exactly.
Dilly hears Joel say soft opening a few times, and that's what he's just throwing it out there.
Exactly. Yep.
He's been on willies, big and soft. I don't know what's going on with Dilly
Sometimes,
today.
I guess
sometimes,
there's a
sometimes
good point
Blackhawks
there.
are too long. Like,
I guess the soft opener would be a redundancy.
Right.
The opener can't be hard.
Exactly.
I think we just broke his brain for a minute there.
Speak for yourself, Joel.
So yeah, Vegas allows second least shots against them per game. They're really limiting their opponents, smothering teams. They haven't been connecting on a lot of those shots and not winning games. Both these teams are on losing streaks, but I bet all available guest puck bucks on the Vegas Golden Knights. So yeah, this is my favorite bet of the day, and hopefully it doesn't go anything like Joel's favorite bet on the Habs of the day the other day.
Yeah, that was one of my two favorite bets. Excuse me.
Yes.
The other one is the Bruins.
Yes, I'm
It's required
sorry.
a Fraser Minton overtime goal to win, but
Yeah. All right, we'll put 15 guest puck bucks on the Golden Knights.
No, all of them.
You can't put all of them. You can't put all of them. That's not.
This guy,
Right.
he was telling me the other day, oh, you know what? You shouldn't. You up your staking? That's not good. Now he's trying to put all the puck bucks on one bet.
all in on a
one team.
on a lean here.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, down to 9 o'clock here. I got the Nashville Predators plus 145 at the Edmonton Oilers minus 175. Under 6.5 minus 115. Over 6.5 minus 105. Dilly, your Predators. How they doing?
The Predators are doing good. I mean, they're not on like a 10-game win streak like Buffalo, but they're not on a 9-game lose streak like the Jets. So they are not doing bad. So, and I believe I saw, based off looking, that in the past 10 games, the Preds would have won you like somewhere around 5 units, give or take, what you got, the odds you got. But they would have won you a lot of money.
more than that.
Right. So they've won the last.
They're 7-3, but they won a plus 195, plus 155, plus 145. Yeah.
You haven't been
You
favored.
got a couple juices. You have a couple juicy like minus 140s. It just depends on what the clothesline was.
588 says covers, which I think they do $100.
So more or less around 5 units is 6. Sorry, I was off 0.88. My mathology ain't that great. But this is the last game of a road trip of their 7-game road trip here. 4 of the last 6, as we were saying, 7 of the last 10. 4 of the last 6 road games they've won. 7 of the last 10 games overall. Preds are doing good. They figured something out here. And while I would not be, I mean, if Archer likes Preds, yes, puck bucks going down. But the Preds are the only side I'd look in this game here.
Yeah, so I'm going to go the complete opposite way here. The Oilers actually dominate the Predators year over year. Draisaitl actually owns this team. I'm going to let you guys know now. All the Draisaitl props. If you look at back, he has tons of points in every single game he plays against the Predators. Goal, points, shots on goal. I'm going to be all over that. My biggest bet actually tomorrow is the Oilers. I know they've lost 2 in a row, and I think this is an easy bounce back spot for them. They know how to play this team the last couple of years, and I think it continues this year.
48 points in 29 games for Leon Draisaitl against the Predators. 27 goals. Fantastic knowledge there, Archer.
Good stuff. Indeed, maybe a small bet for myself on the Oilers. Tough showing against the Flyers. They were brutal in that game from what I saw.
Yeah.
And give us a few power plays and the Oilers should cruise. It's sad though when you need the power play to get your team going. That's how I felt last night watching Canada. When they weren't on the power play, they were getting dominated by the Czechs. Same kind of thing here. The Oilers got to figure out their 5-5 stuff because normally for the past couple of years they've been an elite 5-5 team. They do not have that quality this year, and they've really relied on their power play. But you got to figure that thing out before the playoffs, because that's when you really need the 5-5 team to carry you. Because the power play can only go so far. It can only get you so far. But for this game, yeah, give us 10 bucks on the minus 1/2 there, plus 136. But I like the over even better. The Oilers, their defense is still shit. Their goaltending is up in the air. We got Picker, we got Ingram, we got Jari on the bench. It's tough times in Edmonton, but at least they can still score, and they can always go tit for tat kind of thing. Like the Predators got a 2-0 lead. The Oilers going to score, That's what I was thinking. That Flyers game.
Mhm.
Didn't work out as well live betting as I would hope, but it did enough. But same kind of thing here. Give us the over 6.5, 20 bucks at -105.
One more small thing. Oilers are the only playoff team right now that haven't actually won 3 games in a row this entire season.
You haven't won 3 games in a row?
Not all season.
That is crazy there. Yeah, I mean, if it was Sam Ersson in net against the Oilers, maybe that game would have went over your live totals there, because Dan Vladar has been
Darth Vladar this year.
Darth Vladar in net.
That's a great name.
Former Flame too. Maybe he had a little.
Yeah,
he had a little.
He loves playing the Oilers. He loves playing the Oilers. Yeah. Small play here on the Predators for me, +145 for 10 bucks. Joel, I mean, Edmonton scored 2 goals against the Flyers, 2 against Boston, 3 against Winnipeg, and 2 against Calgary, and 1 against Winnipeg was an empty net. So they have 2 goals in each of the past 4 games against the goalie. So I would look to the over. Besides that, they're not scoring as much outside of McDavid. Rather just take Draisaitl props, as Archer pointed out there. Okay, down to 10 p.m. Got the Boston Bruins -125 at the Seattle Kraken +105. Over 5.5 -125. Under 5.5 +105. Archer, how are the Bruins doing? The team you're a fan of that you don't watch.
I can't watch it. It's too expensive. I say this every time. But yeah, this is an interesting game. I think the teams are actually pretty close on paper a little bit. I know Pasternak is a big difference maker in McAvoy, but I think overall, if I had to bet aside, I think do the Kraken play tonight? I don't actually remember.
The Kraken are in
Calgary
tonight, I think.
Second night of the back-to-back. So not a big play for either teams here. I would just look to outfill like Bruins futures here. They're kind of like another pseudo retooling still. See, they're talking about selling off Casey Middlestad eventually, maybe Zaka. That's been in the talk for the last 2 years too. So that's just something to look out for. I'm not overtly keen on who's playing this game. I would assume it's Swayman. And I think probably Decoy. I think it's Grubauer tonight, right?
They both been good. I'm not sure.
I know it's if anything, I would bet the under. Bruins aren't really scoring a lot, and I don't think Kraken are capable of scoring 5 or 6 a lot of the time. So I feel like the under 5.5 plus money is a good bet, but nothing I would stake anything too crazy on.
Yeah, I got nothing in this game at all.
All right.
Bruins -125. Love this bet. 25 bucks on that Kraken playing Calgary tonight, as was mentioned. It's a little tough, this last game of the Bruins road trip. I would expect. I don't think they're going down to California or anything. Probably going straight back to Massachusetts here. But yeah, they've been impressive. They beat the Oilers comfortably. The Canucks not so comfortably. So I don't love that, but the fact that the Kraken are an abysmal team and they're playing in Calgary tonight, it'd be nice to know the result of that game and how that game goes before betting this. But you're not going to get a better price than -125. Swayman in net, gotta be. And yeah, like Kraken, I've been fading them most of the season to mostly good effect, and I don't see why I should stop now. The Bruins are, like I said before, like a streaky team. They lose 5 games, they win 5 games, and they've won 2 games, so we're in the middle of that little positive stretch. Love the Bruins here. Yeah, it's just a terrible spot for the Kraken coming back from Calgary, division opponent, to play the Boston Bruins. What the fuck do they care about beating the Bruins now? I like Boston quite a bit. No feel for the side, or total rather.
Yeah, Boston -125, 25 bucks. Seattle is 2-2-2 on back-to-backs this season with 23 total goals in those 6 games.
The 2-2s.
I read that the Kraken, they beat the Canucks, right, on the back-to-back.
They beat the Canucks on a back-to-back, yes.
That was only the second win on a back-to-back since the beginning of last season.
Oh, so last season, let me look up their last season stats on the back-to-back there as well. Last season, 0-12-0, 1.33 goals per game. So yeah, love the no. Give me,
buddy. I'll bet whatever you bet.
You guys convinced me here.
Let's just go 25 here on the Bruins. But I do love the under as well, under 5.5, +105, 20 bucks. Kraken will be at home. They can get the matchups they want, and as I just read off on back-to-backs, they don't score. So love that play. Both those plays, Boston and the under there. And there's going to be tons of back-to-backs coming up. We got a month till the Olympic break pretty much. bet early against these teams on back-to-backs that you definitely get CLV. It's one of the I feel like that's one of the easiest ways to just bet hockey. It's like bet against the team on a back-to-back. Like, really odd.
I was watching the Avs the other night, and I think this is very pertinent to say, especially because we're in the middle of the season now, that the back-to-backs are going to be even more tiresome for these teams. So it's because you were watching the Avs, Joel, too, but they were making a lot of mistakes passing, couldn't get out of the zone. It was a lot of, wasn't say sloppy, but it was clearly they were exhausted on the back-to-back. So I think that's going to continue.
Didn't I say that in the Discord? But that was when Landeskog went down.
No, you were more about the Landy's injured, don't be distracted kind of angle.
But that's what happened. Like the Avalanche just suddenly turned the puck over like a million times after Landeskog was hurt. Because clearly everybody was thinking on that team, because they all love the guy. Oh man, what the fuck happened to our captain?
Hope it's not his knee. Hope it's not his knee. Well, they were out, yeah.
I mean, the back hurts, but I think it was more the fact that they just saw their captain go down after missing for the last 2 years.
Yeah, and the Avalanche are probably the worst team to be like, oh, on a back-to-back they're sloppy. Look at other teams. Some of these teams are just absolutely awful.
Well, I just meant like in terms of exhaustion.
Yeah,
like they look tired. They didn't look.
All right, down to the last game here at 10 p.m. Got the Columbus Blue Jackets -125 at the San Jose Sharks +105. Over 6.5 -115. Under 6.5 -105. I have nothing here. So Joel, what do you have?
I have not bet this game, so I technically have nothing. If I had to wager, just looking at this blindfolded, when I just skipped over this one. Looking at the games earlier, didn't really see anything that popped. Orensky being back is a big deal. Blue Jackets are this is what I want to talk about. How about the fact that the Blue Jackets blew yet another 3-goal lead? This time to the Pittsburgh Penguins on Sunday.
Jay, turn it off now. Don't listen
Thankfully,
anymore.
I only had the over in that game, so thank you very much. But God bless the Blue Jackets fans, including our guy. What's his name? Dilly. What's that guy's name?
BJ.
BJ.
Yeah, at least he didn't go. At least he went to the game before that and not that game. Like, great job. You went to the game where Werenski came back. You broke the 10-game win streak of Buffalo, and then they're just living fat and happy off that high.
They have to be setting pace for a record of multiple losses.
They were fat and happy off the Buffalo win, and then after the second period, they got fatter and happier. And then they just were so fat and happy that they were just couldn't even skate around, and they just blew a lead.
If there's a market for if the Blue Jackets are up by 2 and then you bet the other side, that'd be just an absolute gold mine.
To come from behind by 2+. That should
from behind, man.
Yeah.
We need to start looking up like lead changes here.
Seems like they have a lead in every fucking game, but they lose most of them.
Right.
So that's all I got for this game. I mean, if anything, I just put the over 6.5, thinking that it happens again. The Blue Jackets. Okay, we got 2-goal lead now, boys. Let's not give it up. And then 4 minutes later, Celebrating scores 2. Graf scores another, and then
I would love this. Yeah. Anyways, I'm on the Sharks here. Trump.
All right.
Yeah, I like the Sharks here. Fuck the Blue Jackets. They keep screwing over poor Werenski. And he's just fucking killing it. And this entire team just couldn't hold a fucking lead to save their life. It's craziness. I feel like, eventually, Dean Evason kind of reminds me of Bruce Boudreau with all those fucking blown leads in Vancouver all those years ago. I feel like he should be the first coach fired, honestly, at this rate, because they've made so many moves to be competitive. And
how has no one been fired yet? This is insane. If there was an over-under on when a coach would be fired, it would have been November. And now there's
the league is just too competitive. But I think as this month trends, I feel like the Blue Jackets are going to lose some more games. They're going to get tired of it. The GM's going to get desperate. He's going to go, I got to make a move. I got to get rid of Dean Evason. But for my money's sake, I'm on the Sharks. Give me Celebrini all the way.
If I were to handicap that market, having not seen any market for that in ages, it would be slight favorite Evason, small dog, Jim Hiller.
Lindy Ruff. Where's Lindy Ruff at?
I would hit Ruff.
First coach fired?
Yeah, you don't think they're going to change coaches?
He's like second or third on the...
He's a Coach Adams guy. They got to give him a little bit of time.
All right. Well, I would bet that if it was open and he had long odds. I just did a quick
long
search
odds.
for it. I don't see it anywhere.
I thought you were saying he's coming in there as one of the favorites.
Oh no, that would be my bet. Is what I'm saying. I don't think he'd be a favorite.
No, I'm saying I haven't seen the market. I'm just handicapping myself. If I were to make a favorite, it would be Dane Evason, followed by Jim Hiller.
Sounds about right.
Who didn't go yet? Someone talk.
I'll go here because this is one of the reasons why there's like maybe one guest puck bet.
Because you just screwed Archer the whole time.
Yeah,
No, there's one. There's one. It's just Vegas.
Look, Columbus isn't playing bad, man. Columbus is playing good. They just got Zach back, and dude, I mean, yes, they blew a lead. They just blew a lead, but San Jose is like,
man. I'm just watching the Canadian bronze medal ceremony. It's absolutely pitiful. Look at these guys. They're fucking miserable.
I saw
we should have saved the eulogy for now.
I'm reliving everything.
Yeah, you should have saved the eulogy for now, Joel, when they were being honored for the
Sorry about that. Carry on about the Blue Jackets.
You don't have to apologize. But
let's talk about something even sadder, a Blue Jacket Sharks game.
Oh, you want to hear something sadder? It's my birthday tomorrow. I can't
wait. Birthday, buddy.
Come off it, Archer.
I'm grumpy, Archer. I had to throw it out there.
We should have podcasted at 11 o'clock. We could have been live for your birthday.
Fuck no.
That would have been so cool. It really would have.
So what do you have, Dilly? What do you have with this game?
Yeah, it's the Blue Jackets for me here.
Right.
Sharks are bottom of the league in all the metrics. I mean, they're absolutely horrible. I mean, they have been profitable. They're
been
undervalued.
Really
they have been really profitable, but I mean, I just don't think one of those games. I think it's just profitability based off like big dogs, like big prices, and they're winning 21, about 500, 20 and 21, and they're just big enough dogs in every game. But I don't think they're big enough dogs here at minus 125. Columbus got a good win, and then they lost to my Pittsburgh Penguins. And now they're going to go to San Jose.
Okay, we talked about that. Okay, that's the 10-game slate on Archer's birthday, Tuesday, January 6th here. Buck bets
Happy
here.
birthday,
Of course, Archer's birthay's on January 6th.
Happy Insurrection Day, boys.
And he's turning 16. This is his golden birthday.
He's turning 16 on 1/6. Yeah. 1/6/26. He's turning 16. Yeah. Buck bets here at the 1:07 mark. Only guest bet is Vegas minus 115 for 15. So I'm gonna
all of it. We're putting all of it
and zoom in here,
which is also a consensus bet across the show.
I did want to note here. I changed my Flyers bet from 45 to 31, and then added the puck line at plus 160 for 15.
Look at this guy.
Gotta get the puck line.
Yeah, I just want the viewers to know that that was Ryan turned on his Flyers.
I'm not turning on my Flyers. I'm putting more on them with the puck line.
Oh, you went up. Sorry, I misheard.
Oh, I added the puck line instead of having the money line there. More.
That's what I missed. Sorry.
Okay. Anything here before we close things out? Any news today or anything?
I got something I could say. I wish that the books would open up some more basketball conference championships here because the Steelers just won the division. I got a really big bet for Cale Makar to win the Norris, with the Steelers to win the division and Youngstown State to win the Horizon League. So if I could possibly get some outs, maybe like Northern Kentucky, Oakland, some other teams, I would absolutely like to take those.
I think that's on you for betting the Horizon League future.
I'm trying to target the small market that's nearby. And I should have, what? I should have taken more outs from the beginning. It's my fault.
You need to go to Youngstown Penguins fans, more daring than you, and sell them your bets.
Yeah, exactly. Just go be the bookie. I was going to say that too. Just go create the market.
Okay, here I'm trying to see because there's conferences up, but not for the Horizon League there.
No, there's not. Yeah, I've scoured.
Find a Fat Tony. Is he a Youngstown Penguins fan as well?
I can look into that.
That's a good throwback.
He could be. Yeah. All right, that's the 10-game slate on Tuesday. There's a puck box. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on the YouTube video. Subscribe, leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcast and Spotify. We'll be back probably Wednesday. There's a big slate on Thursday, I believe, 12 games, 5 games on Wednesdays. Look out for a player prop show on Tuesday around 2 or 3 p.m. if I'm feeling up for it. Okay, follow us on Twitter as well at HockeySGPN to see some great videos of Joel in the tub. I am Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joel Meyer, and you'll find me hate watching Penn State for the rest of the regular season.
And I'm Sean. You can find me on Twitter, Sean Marciano1.
And I'm Catfish Dill, and you can find me on X at catfish_dilly1.